She has lots of male followers, and I'm worried about the kinds of men that she's getting attention from.
And where was you at?
I went to get the mail.
15 seconds to get some mail? Who's the dude you seen? Who was the dude?
Hello friends, Trace Amounts of Science. Today, we've got another set of OPs that you will love to hate. And oh, indeed, I plan to hate them. These are posts from r/AmITheDevil, I am the devil. It's a place that we like to go when we try to find people to rip on. It's fine. Let's get into it. Girlfriend 28 female changed her phone password, and now I, 29 male, can't access it anymore. What do I do? Grow the fuck up, I guess. Immediately off the bat, it's like you're almost 30. You can't trust your partner. If that's the case, then why are you with them at all? Let's see what they say, though. I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend for a few years now. We've been living together for about a year. We've had our ups and downs. There's an issue that's really been bothering me lately. I mean, I guess that's fine. Most relationships do have their ups and downs. My girlfriend recently changed the password on her phone, and now I can't access it anymore. What, you just mad that, like, you lost your progress in Candy Crush?
We're done when I say we're done.
Previously, I knew her password and could use her phone when needed. I never felt controlling because she never made a fuss about it. Until now. She sees the train barreling down the tracks. She's like, that's a load of red flags. Something this small is gonna get you all twisted up. You either have like a ton of your own insecurities or you're cheating too. That's what this comes down to. My girlfriend is somewhat active on social media. She has lots of friends on Snapchat and has lots of followers in Instagram. She's always posting photos and chatting to her friends. She has lots of male followers, and I'm worried about the kinds of men that she's getting attention from.
And where was you at?
I went to get the mail.
15 seconds to get some mail? Who's the dude you seen? Who was the dude?
Yes, you better message all of them privately and go, oh, you better stop following my girlfriend. I'll come to your house and mess you up. I'm an ex-Navy SEAL. What kinds of men is she getting attention from? I'd like you to elucidate. Men who emasculate you in some way? I just really want to lay this all out on the table. Can we do that? Because if there's like just some Instagram chud, you'd be like, okay, whatever. Our relationship goes far deeper than whatever these people probably have to offer. I think I'm safe. OP continues, that's one of the reasons why I want to monitor her. To make sure she's staying safe and not getting harassed or bothered by any of these guys. Trust me, if she is, she'll tell you about it. Women are sort of that way, you know. Maybe he doesn't know. You want to monitor her? That's like something you do for your teenage kids. I monitor my daughter's text conversations, yes, but for my partner, for my wife, what the hell? It's really weird. Super possessive and controlling, and that's probably why she started locking her phone, because she's trying to find a way out. And good for her, I hope she runs far and fast. You're the type of guy that you're trying to protect her from, quote unquote, and you don't even see it. Okay, yesterday, I used her phone just to check up on her, and that's when I found out she changed her password. Check up on her. I like how you make it sound like it's a nice thing that you're doing. Oh, I'm just, this is for her, really, why I'm looking.
I lie to myself.
You might be able to lie to yourself, but good God, are you failing at lying to basically everybody else on the internet? I asked her about it, and she said she wanted to have a bit more privacy. I don't understand. I let her use phone by herself. She has lots of privacy. Yeah, I let you use the phone by yourself sometimes. Now give it to me so I can check it. Yeah, she's asking for a little bit of space, and OP's not willing to do that. This relationship is dead on its feet. It's basically completely over. All we have to do is decide who gets the house, or more realistically, who gets to stay in the apartment. Good Lord. Again, you're talking about this girl who's 1 year younger than you, like a small child. Yeah, let her use the phone all by herself. She's such a big girl. Now it's getting weird. Let's move on. I explained to her that it made me feel more secure knowing I could access her phone, and that it was important for me to have that level of trust and openness in our relationship. It's the opposite of trust. Do you not understand? She said she understands all that, but yeah, still wants her privacy. Yeah, isn't that so frustrating that she has her own mind and will? Tell me how to fix her, Reddit. You guys think I did the right thing, right? No, nobody does. I'm struggling with this because I don't understand why she felt the need to change it all of a sudden. It feels like a step backward in our relationship. I'm finding it hard to shake the feeling that she's keeping something from me. I hope it drives you up a wall. How should I handle this situation? Please don't come at me. Only comment if you have genuine advice. I mean, the genuine advice was buried in there somewhere. Actually, scratch that. All of it was genuine advice. It was just so open and honest that sometimes it hurts a little bit. Now the thing that you have to decide, now that you've been given all of this information dunked on by the entire internet, is whether or not you will take this advice on board and apply it in the future, or if you get super salty and get a stick up your ass about the whole thing. And I think I know which option OP will go for. And the sad part about all that is he is almost 30, dude. This feels like some really fucking low-stakes drama, like you're investing your entire sense of self into what she's doing with her phone, and it's just really fucking weird, man. I gotta be honest with you. It doesn't really matter what reason she had for changing the password. She changed the password. You talked about your feelings, and she just still decided to keep the password changed. And why is that? Because you can't control other people. All you can do is control yourself. So do exactly that. Live your best possible life. Be grateful that you have a partner that you've stuck it out with for this many years. It seems like you both want to keep it going. But yeah, some things are going to have to change. Change is the only constant. And trust me, OP, you really need some change, dude. This is like not a good way to be. Have some confidence in yourself. Live for yourself instead of other people, alright? Got this wormy little like emo pick-me boy energy. I hate it. Anyway, we'll find something else. That was a pretty good one. Am I the asshole for behaving like a child on a stranger's wedding? I mean, hey, it's a celebration. I guess the question is how much like a child, because I don't want you to, like, duke your pants or something. So, my 26 female partner, who is 25 male, got invited to a colleague's wedding, and I was his +1. He asked me if I'd really want to come, since I don't know anyone there, and also I have social anxiety issues, but I wanted to join him, because I kinda like weddings. Yeah, kinda. So we went there, and I was introduced briefly to some of my partner's colleagues, who were there as well, and after dinner, he engaged in conversation with them. I didn't really know what to do, since I felt left out. Gosh, just like he said. And my phone had died in the meantime. My ADHD took me to the children's corner, where there were coloring books and pencils. Your ADHD didn't make you do a goddamn thing. You wandered over there and decided to blame it on it's a convenient excuse. Whoa, look at me, guys. My mental illness is piloting me around. I have no control of what's going on. It's like, you need to take that probably self-diagnosis on board and counteract it. I understand a wire or two being crossed, but that doesn't mean we get to violate the social contract. And I think Coloring books and pencils at a wedding. Yeah, it's not a good look. Now all of your partner's colleagues think that his significant other is stunted in some way.
Oh my God.
They're looking at him sideways. He's never gonna get that promotion now because you had to color in Barney the dinosaur. He's not even fucking mauve. He's lavender. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. My partner caught me coloring a bouquet of flowers and told me that I was embarrassing him in front of his colleagues and that I should stop. Dude, no shit. I would be mortified. He said that I should go dance with them instead, but I hated the music and did not feel comfortable showing off my questionable dancing skills, so I kept drawing. Ugh. Again, you can't control other people. They have constant control over themselves, but yeah, what you're choosing to do is cringe. You want to color a coloring book? Color a coloring book at home. You don't do it during a social outing. What the fuck is this? 2 coloring book pages later, they were gone. And when they didn't come back, I went outside to look for my partner. But he was nowhere near the venue, and it was too cold outside for me to go any further. My jacket was in the car, and he had the key. At 1 a.m., I had finished coloring the entire book, and he was still gone. Well, you got what you want. You got to color in the book. It's good, right? You chose the book over your partner, and now that's what you're left with. Because you had to be quirky and special. Oh, but trust me, she's not quite done being quirky and special yet. Everyone else was drunk, and the music had gotten better, so I pretended to be drunk as well, and entered the empty dance floor, mindlessly spinning around until I felt dizzy. Oh my God! All of the people in this room have no context for any of this other than the girl that this guy I work with brought spent the entire night coloring a coloring book and then went out and spun on the dance floor until she got dizzy and fell down. She's a literal child, if only mentally, and I move that we strike him from the board. Oh, my kid, boyfriend's probably not on the board. Not dating OP, he's not. Trust me, friend, you could do better. Scrape him off. When he came back, he was angry with me for behaving so childishly and embarrassing him in front of his colleagues and everyone else for the entire evening. Honestly, well deserved. Please, it's a wedding. Act like a human being. He usually wants to keep work stuff and private stuff separated, and apparently this wedding counted as work stuff for him, so he really didn't want me there, which I was aware of. I still joined him and then complained about being neglected, so am I the asshole? You're definitely the cringe lord. I'm not gonna say you have to respect your boyfriend's wishes every single time. What I am saying is, read the fucking room. Do you understand? Why are you doing something that nobody else is doing? Oh, it's ADHD goblins in my head. Like, think you push back against the goblins, okay? You go with the flow and try not to be an imposition in a place where you haven't really been welcomed. Even boyfriend was like, I don't know if you want to go. And then it's all work stuff, and she's like, this is lame. I'm gonna get some crayons. It's a work function. Stop it! You can't just use a bunch of alphabet letters to shield yourself from your own bad behavior. And that's advice for life. Alright, we'll move on into the next one and see what happens. Am I the a-hole for charging my roommates a clean air fee to make things more fair? Yeah, well, works for the government, I guess. If they're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You only think it's crazy because I'm small and they're big. But you will pay the clean air fee. It's ridiculous already. I love it. Oh, Reddit! I don't usually use this website, but my roommates told me to post on here in hopes that some outside perspectives will help us settle this situation. Hence the brand new account. Super. I hope it's been quite elucidating for you. The three of us live in a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and split costs equally 3 ways. For the most part. What does that mean? They have a slightly bigger bedroom, so I pay a bit more than the other 2 roommates in rent. How much more? Let's boil it down to a dollar amount. How about a square footage? Anything concrete we can work with? No? Super, you're useless to me. However, at the moment, I feel like I'm putting more work into maintaining the environment that we all get to enjoy, and that I should be compensated fairly for that. Yeah, I bought some plants, now fucking pay me. What are you talking about? I'm gonna smoke cigarettes around your plant until it dies. Take that clean air and blow it right up your ass. And I have over 100 different houseplants throughout the apartment. Wow, 100! And surely you were doing that for the betterment of your roommates and not just because you enjoy houseplants, right? God, it's so transparent. This includes shared spaces like the living room that I spend hours every week and thousands of dollars caring for, purchasing, and maintaining. My roommates have commented on how pretty some of the plants are, so I know they appreciate having them around as well. Yeah, I start to appreciate them a lot less when I have to pay for them. It's nice to have these things. I'm glad it's something you enjoy. But as soon as you come for the wallet, no sir. I'd just as soon take all of those plants out back and burn them. Do you understand me? If your only argument is, they said they're pretty one time. You're driving me up a wall. Obviously, the presence of these plants contributes to the cleanliness of the air that we breathe in our home. With so many plants in the house, our home air quality is obviously superior to those without houseplants. And with COVID and other air quality considerations, it's basically like having an in-house HEPA air purifier. But the plants are natural, so they're even better. Yes, I've raised the rare COVID-eating fly trap. It's better than a HEPA air purifier. I'm pretty sure that's why they have, HEPA air purifiers in hospitals, not a bunch of plants. I'll buy in and say the air is probably more oxygenated, but, whoop-de-doo. Are we lacking oxygen? Do we live on top of a fucking mountain? You're out of your mind trying to get a leg up on your roommates like this. Because I put so much money and so many hours of work into these plants, I feel that my roommates should contribute to that financial burden by paying what we would call a clean air fee. Yes, we will call it that, but only you will be paying for it. I don't think that's going to happen. You made a choice to raise all of these plants. What's really going on here? Did you pick up a coke habit or something? You just need a little bit of extra money. We could get you some help. The clean air fee is not going to fix it. Something reasonable, like $25 a month from each roommate, would really help offset the cost of things like fertilizer, new pots, soil, etc., and the time that I put into taking care of the plants. Yeah, how often do you have to buy these things? It's just like a constant expansion. If you were really down for the cause, you'd go out in the field and collect a bunch of cow shit. Fertilizer's free. New pot? Well, I dug up this clay and threw it in a kiln. Hewn from the earth. Soil? Yeah, you can find that basically anywhere. It's fine. It's really about the time that you put in. And if it feels like a burden, this time that you put in, if you really aren't enjoying it, then maybe it's time to call it quits. Instead of trying to steal $25 a month from your roommate. It's just ridiculous. How did this start and how did it get here? I think this is an incredibly fair agreement for my roommates, as they get the benefit of living in a house with organically clean air and not doing any of the work. Who programmed you to believe this? It was your mom, wasn't it? Now listen to me, little OP. Don't believe in those HEPA air purifiers. Breathing next to a tree is the cleanest air that you can get. Okay, thanks, Mom. I'll write about it in a Reddit post. I hate to say, you're both stupid as hell. The plants do nothing. They look nice. Not nice enough to pay for. I thought you did this because you enjoyed it. Okay, retreading ground now. They think I'm being unreasonable and selfish. Yeah, that's accurate. I told them that I'd be willing to compromise and not charge them the fee if they would hold their breath between the front door and going to their bedrooms. Jesus.
That don't work. There's no way out of this one. You're done.
How about every time you walk in the door, I punch you in the fucking solar plexus? Boom! Welcome home, stupid! Don't forget to water your leafy children. They are kind of like leafy children. I know wifey takes a lot of pride in her garden. But she doesn't go on about how it's better than a HEPA air purifier and now I have to pay for these things. She enjoys it. It soothes her soul. I don't think this OP has a soul. OP wants to assure us that the holding the breath thing isn't ridiculous because the distance isn't even that far. It's not like we live in a huge apartment. Yes, so why not make unreasonable demands of these people who live with and outnumber you? Not very forward thinking, are we, OP? So they aren't breathing the plant-cleaned air that they aren't paying for. You make a really good politician. Did anybody ever tell you that? This is exactly the type of dumb bullshit that gets shoved down people's throat at every turn. Plant-cleaned air is really good. We should include that in the slogan. They think it's stupid, but have yet to propose another reasonable compromise, so I think it's pretty clear who's being unreasonable in this situation. This has to be a troll. Come on. The compromise is you get off my back. You let the plants fucking rot for all I care. I'm not paying for clean air. So basically that's where we're at. I'm the one who everyone gives rent money to, and then I write a check to the landlord. So if we don't figure this out by the next time rent is due, it's gonna be a problem. How can I get my roommates to see/understand my side of this? They have seen it and understood it for the bullshit that it is. I don't understand how many different ways I could pull this apart for you. Why is it going to be a problem next time they pay rent? You're gonna pull the cleaned air fee out of it? Just inform the landlord that, yeah, we're missing like 50 to 100 bucks in there because they didn't pay the clean air fee. The landlord's not gonna give a shit. I will ask you one more time. Do you have a narcotics problem of some sort? Is that the reasoning behind all this? Because I really couldn't see it any other way. Unless there was like severe head trauma where now he doesn't enjoy the things he used to enjoy anymore. You're an insane person, and you're so insane that you can't comprehend. I mean, I've dealt with people like this before. We're dealing with one on the channel right now, Hot Dog Man. But I really do wish there would be like some moment of lucidity where you realize how just stupid you're being with this whole situation. You want to take care of the plants? Do it. You don't want to do it? Then don't. Stop trying to come after your roommates, because everybody's out here struggling, alright? Tell me to hold my breath in my own house. I swear to God, I'll knock the piss out of you. Episodes like this always get me all worked up. I think the people love it. Let's continue on and do another. Am I the antagonist for ignoring my coworker and not talking to her anymore after she rejected me? I mean, coworker, probably not if that's the only thing that you were out for. Maybe creating a hostile work environment, but we'll see about it. My coworker, 23 female, and I, 23 male, have been best friends from elementary school. Oh, so not just coworker then. We've been through middle school, high school, and college. We even got accepted into the same college and also got into the same company after graduating. Dude, this is really weird. Were you stalking her the whole time? Is that how this is gonna unfold? Because I'm pretty sure that's the case. We happened to spend all this time together, now I'm just gonna happen to confess my undying love for you. I don't know if it's the way to go. But OP says that they do work in different fields. Just so the stalking wouldn't be obvious, I'm sure. It was great, because we could have lunches together. Also, it was nice having my best friend at work. We dated different people in our life, but never each other. Although I did come close to asking her out a few times, but never got the courage to do so. Maybe you should have done it earlier, so by this point you might have lived it down a little bit. A couple weeks ago, I did somehow muster up the courage to ask her out because I genuinely thought over the past few months that there was some tension building between us. No, that tension is between your thighs and yours alone, OP.
Uh-oh. Boner alert.
You're reading into things that aren't there. It's fine to shoot your shot or whatever, but to just completely stonewall her after that? After you've, been to elementary school together, that seems wild to me. Again, in the theme of this episode, you're free to do whatever it is that you want to do, but I'm not quite sure that that's the move to make. And, we were both single, so I thought I'd give it a shot. But she seemed slightly shocked that I asked her out, and asked if we could just remain friends because the friendship was really valuable. I was genuinely hurt, and she could probably see it in my face, and she apologized, but I told her it was okay, and that there was no need to apologize. But it wasn't okay, was it, OP? You just shut down immediately. Well, we can't talk about this thing anymore. I guess I'll never talk to you again. Bye. What the fuck? That's weird, bro. I know this is some big thing and it was all built up for you, but water off a duck's back, dude. Maintain the friendship and, I don't know, maybe sparks will fly in the future. Although don't just stick around for that. You need to actually enjoy the friendship, which I guess you didn't. You were just one of those beta orbiters waiting for your chance. And then after years of buildup, you took your chance. And I'm glad she didn't find you pitiable enough to just be like, yeah, let's give it a go. Let's see how much worse we can make each other. Oh, it'll happen. So the next day, after, yeah, it's okay, there's no need to apologize, I wasn't feeling too great. And when I saw her at work and she said hi, I just ignored her and went to my desk. Damn, she was opening the door to you again. Is our friendship still valid? And OP's like, no, it's not. I was only there for one thing. That's how she's gonna see it. That's how I see it too, for that matter. What a weirdo. Maybe you shouldn't be around people for a little while. Just work on yourself, OP. That's what I'm gonna recommend. I didn't have lunch with her that afternoon and ignored a couple of her texts. This carried on for the next couple of days where I just ignored her. But after that, she stopped saying hi to me. Yeah, you think she's gonna pursue you forever? What the fuck? I've noticed her looking at me a few times, but it's like we're complete strangers now. Am I the butthole? Yeah, dude. What are you talking about? This person is your best friend, you obviously talk a whole lot, and yeah, you just completely stonewall them because they're like, I don't think it's a good idea for us to date. Be mature enough to just take it with some grace and be like, you know what, that's cool. Instead, you threw a decade-and-a-half friendship in the toilet just because of some tension in your pee-pee. She wouldn't touch it, so I can't talk to her anymore. It's not the end of the world to take an L, okay? She was willing to let you bounce back if you really enjoyed the friendship, but like I said, it doesn't seem like you enjoyed the friendship. You were there for one thing, and you failed to get it. And thank God for that, honestly. Looking at it from her point of view, yeah, she's probably equally messed up about it too, because now she believes the entire friendship was just the long con to try and get into her pants. You've irreparably damaged another human being because of your stupid lizard brain impulses. Do you realize that? I know you don't, because you're stupid lizard brain. But try and think beyond that for just a moment, if you could. I think that would be really neat. I said at the beginning of the post, possibly creating a hostile work environment, and yeah, I think that's what this is now. Although maybe not if they just ignore each other. HR will be like, it's not worth filing paperwork over. Oh, you really shit the bed there, OP. It's not too late to clean yourself up, but no, he let it go on for weeks. He sat there in it. Now, if you really want the friendship back, you got a lot of cleaning up to do.
How much washing up do you think you could do without any washing up liquid?
Yes, I promised a cadre of people we'd love to hate today, and we're not done with the freak parade quite yet. It marches on right now. From relationship advice, how can I reestablish, 47 female, contact with my daughter, 30 female? Damn, having a kid at 17 is pretty rough. I'll try to cut you some slack. Probably not going to, it's fine. I had my daughter at a young age. In the beginning, we were extremely close, like any mother and child should be, but we were closer than that. There's no closer than a child, like, literally being inside of you. Nobody else can possibly compare. This special bond between you and her is not any more special than the bond between any other parent and child. I need you to understand that before we move forward. Things changed when I got married. My husband didn't treat her the best, and he didn't want to be a stepfather. And yet you married him. It's like all these things just sort of happened to me. I didn't have any agency in this situation. Like, he knows you have a kid, he doesn't want to be a stepdad, then fucking get to stepping. Pardon the pun. We ended up having our own kids, and things got so bad, she was eventually taken in by her friend's parents, and they became her legal guardian. The biological dad wasn't interested in taking her, so we slowly fell out of contact with her. How bad? How bad did things get that she had to be adopted by somebody else? More pointedly, I should ask, how bad did you let things get? How bad did you encourage them to get, OP? And then you think you could just waltz back into her life? Like, oh, I see you got some nice stuff going on here. Look, kick my feet up on the coffee table. Like, you understand I don't really fucking know you? My only memories of you are terrible. Please get out of my house. And she would be fully within her rights to say all of that. If she wants to open the door back up, hey, okay, you're my mother. Maybe we could try and work something out. I'm not gonna begrudge her that. But given the information that we have here, she's running and she's right to run. OP says, I got updates from my mom, who is still heavily involved in my daughter's life. Yeah, grandmas are like that. She's finished medical school and residency. She's married and her husband is also very successful. I'm so proud of the woman my daughter became. Yeah, with none of your help whatsoever.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Matter of fact, she probably would have even been more successful if your completely shit genetics weren't dragging her down every step of the way. But hey, past is past. She rose above you. And honestly, that is the best revenge. A life well lived. I hope she never opens the door back up to you. I hope you have to go to your grave, knowing that what you did was bad enough to drive that child away from your home forever. And she'll be like, oh, it wasn't really me, it was my husband. Yeah, the person you married. It's fucking ridiculous. You've obviously got self-esteem issues and problems of your own to sort out, OP, so why don't you get to doing that before you go and fuck up your daughter's life for no reason? Just as a favor to me, huh? This absolutely needs to be said. I was completely wrong to defend his disgusting behavior. We have grown, but both understand that we can't change the past. It's been long overdue that we establish a relationship with her. Oh good, it's all on your terms, is it? I'm ready. You can open the door now. Why isn't she opening the door? Is it any fucking mystery? You don't get to say past is past and have it just be gone forever. Her experience is still valid. Whether or not you just want to... Let's just breeze past that bit, shall we? The husband and the mother are both absolute scum, as far as I'm concerned. I sincerely hope daughter never lets you back in. That bridge is burnt. You burnt it real good. You still haven't started making different decisions. You just shrug and go, I don't know. We probably learned something from it. This time we won't fuck it up as bad. Just let us in. No thank you. No thank you. I suppose that's about 5 OPs and that'll wrap it for this episode, but gosh, I had a lot of fun with it and I hope you guys did too. If you did, join up on the Patreon or the YouTube membership so you can continue supporting month to month. I would really appreciate that a whole heck of a lot. And I especially appreciate you listening this far in the video. Amazing work! Let me remind you, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one, so until then, bye-bye.